Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with, hopefully, the final part of Cinders. I didn't realize the last part was going to go so long, otherwise I would have made the last, part 11 a little bit longer or whatever, but we should definitely get to the end in this, so it might be a short part, but anyway. So yeah. Alright, I'm almost there and all ready. Time to make my grand entrance. Palace. A complete and utter disaster. You have no idea how much this will cost our family. You had a chance to secure the future for yourselves. And for your children and their children, you'll be very lucky to find a single man of the kingdom willing to court you after the display you gave tonight. And good riddance. What did you say? Mother, look, there's some commotion in the ballroom. I think someone important has arrived. Indeed, whoever that is, they can afford to be late, so I'm guessing it really has to be someone important. Tee hee 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 hee. I love the shadow people with the mask, guys. It's creepy. Everyone has gone silent. What's going on? Looks like we have a latecomer. And an interesting one at that. Yeah, you know you love her. Look at that dress, girl! How is that raunchy? There is nothing, worse about the cleavage or anything on this than on her sister's. Ugh, that dress is gorgeous. It's purple. I love it! That is a mighty fine dress. Wait, is that... I think I know her. I don't applaud her lack of punctuality, but she certainly knows how to make an entrance. I wonder who she might be. I don't think punctuality is among the top qualities expected from a future queen. What about stunning looks? Not a prerequisite. Oh my god. But then again, neither is courage, and this one clearly has plenty of both. Watch out, my prince. She's coming. Look at look at him! Look at him! Look at the way he's staring at her! He's like all, she's gorgeous. You know you want to marry her, damn it. Good evening, your highness, and to you, captain. Good evening, my lady. Now if you'll please excuse me, my prince. Good evening, my lady. I have noticed you only just arrived. I hope you're not offended by my late arrival, prince. These halls are so magnificent and tastefully arranged that it would be a crime to disrupt their harmony by careless attire. Not at all, my lady. It often takes an outsider's perspective to make us realize the beauty we have grown accustomed to, especially if it's tangled with memories not equally beautiful. I agree. From my experience, people tend to use beauty as a mask for pain. I guess fine halls are no exception. Neither is exquisite wardrobe. Look around you, my lady. The people you see, beautifully dressed and smiling radiantly, do you think they are happy? They remind me too much of my own family for me to risk claiming they are happy. Who would have suspected such a young and serene woman to have such painful experiences? Now who would have suspected it from a prince? One would rather imagine him to lead a life of bliss. A sharp remark. Indeed, it can be blissful as long as it's ignorant. In truth, a monarch is a servant as much as a ruler. A crown or not, a king is just a man, equally dependent on circumstances and others' expectations like the rest of us. It raises an interesting question, since the king and a commoner differ so slightly. Shouldn't the people be allowed to rule themselves? I see you're quite the revolutionary. Did you secretly hope to overthrow me? Why, no. There's nothing secret about it. Besides, rumor has it your highness is planning a revolution of sorts himself. I must admit you are an intriguing woman, my lady. Very different from the rest of the people who came here today. They don't seem to be even slightly bothered by the mask they have to wear. I wonder if it's so because they wear them every single day as well. But you are different. You may be wearing a mask, but you speak to me plainly and honestly, risking being misunderstood or simply rejected. I can appreciate that, even if you did leave me a bit flabbergasted. I know exactly what you mean, your highness. Being raised in a place filled with deceit and spite, I learned very well the value of masks. When threatened, people will rather forget who they are than risk being hurt, and if their surroundings require it, they will lose themselves forever, only to survive. We are all slaves to convention, from servant to a lord. I must admit I find the dictum terrifying, that all of us are merely actors on some stage set out for us. Be it others or fate, being determined by things we can't control is frightening. I know it all too well. You speak of your family. I am. It isn't a light story, your highness. Definitely not a topic for a polite and charming conversation to make the time pass more pleasantly. I would like to hear about it nevertheless, if I'm not asking far too much. Please, tell me about your family, my lady. How could I refuse you, my prince? Well, my mother died in labor, bringing me into this world. My father eventually remarried a woman who already had 2 daughters. He died soon after that, so now I live with a stepmother and her 2 daughters. That is strange. I've never heard of a noble house with 3 daughters and no father. I recall one family of a widow with 2 daughters, though. How is it possible, my lady? I mean, stepmother doesn't see me as one of her daughters. She allows me to stay in her house under one condition. I work as a servant for bed and board. Those who are familiar with the family know of my existence. As for others, I wouldn't be surprised if she told everyone she has 2 daughters, and that is that. That's unbelievable. I did warn you about this topic. It isn't very entertaining. No, I'm glad you've told me about it. It showed me how ignorant I still am, and how little I know about my own realm. There's a lot of fucking people in the kingdom. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know of all of the families? Like, dude. Dude. Well, in that case, I'm glad you asked me about my life. Look at me babbling like a lunatic. You must be wondering whatever happened to royal manners. I force you to speak about things which you must find painful during a ball, when we're supposed to be taking our minds off unpleasant things. Please allow me to make amends. Would you do me the honor? Oh, I'm not really a dancer. Don't worry, my lady. I will show you. Oh, yeah? Yeah, you will. Look at how she's looking at him. Look at how intently and sexily they're looking at each other. Girl! Nuh-uh. Your man's over here somewhere. Over here. Over here. He's over here. Over there. All right. Maybe I can learn something from you as well, my prince. Is this all right? You're doing fine, my lady. This is so inappropriate. It just sounds wrong. This isn't as difficult as I expected. Not that I expected to be dancing with you, my prince. And yet here we are. Feels very natural, too. Who knows? Maybe it was fate that brought the two of us together. Fate? And what is it that really brought me here tonight? Do you truly believe it was some mystical force? I can imagine getting here must have been difficult for you, considering your situation. To put it mildly, yes. But I wouldn't call it fate, my prince. To the contrary, if it was up to fate, I'd be cleaning the dishes this very moment. No, your highness, the only reason I'm here is because I do not believe in any force other than my own ability to influence the world around me. I choose to shape my life any way that I can and take responsibility for the consequences of my actions. Having it any other way is cowardice. A commendable attitude, my lady. This may not be the wisest thing to say at the moment, but I'll say it anyway. I consider myself lucky to have met you tonight, my lady. Luck or not, I'm glad as well. Very glad to be here with you, Prince. Have I complimented your eyes already? Strange, I can't seem to remember. Neither can I. Let's assume you haven't. I can't get enough of looking into them. They have these amazing dancing sparks inside of them. They suit you more than well. They speak of wit and intelligence. I am about to vomit. No, I'm sure you haven't complimented my eyes. Please do continue. What else do you find attractive? I mean, he's all wooing you, and then there's Perry over there who's like, I don't know. I will then. I adore watching your lips as well. They move so gracefully when you speak, as if conveying a promise. And what promise have you read from them? I dare not say it. Let's move on. Your neck. Skip the neck, Prince. What about my chest? Hello? Chest is not the word I'd use. And what word would you prefer? I think we should get to know each other better before we switch to a more colloquial vernacular. I'd love to get to know you better, my lady. I bet you do, you little manho. You will have your chance, my prince, if you are persistent enough and constant in your ambition. See, this is weird. Like, this would be set up perfectly if she was going after the prince. But since that's not what she's doing, this conversation seems a little weird. You'll have your chance, my prince. Except for I'm gonna run away with the captain of the guard, so deuces. Like, I don't know. But we tend to undervalue things we achieved effortlessly. Let me give you an obstacle, my prince. You may thank me later. You really are incredible, my lady. And you wouldn't have it any other way, my lord. Good night, and thank you for this unforgettable evening. I mean, seriously, she has a little bit more cleavage than her, but not by much, jeez. Mother, is that... Wait. Why is Lady Carmosa saying mother? Is that... Yeah, I think they put that title wrong anyway. Is that... Well, I'll be... Cinders? Carmosa, girls, are you enjoying the ball? I certainly am. Brazen little brat, how dare you come here, show off in front of the prince like some harlot, and steal his attention away from my daughters. Oh, really? Because the girls were doing so well on their own. You know, I think it's always easier to be charming and make a good impression on people when you're relaxed and confident about what you're doing. I came here out of my own will, Carmosa. while your poor daughters only came because they either fear or don't want to disappoint you. You little... They came because they knew it's important. They came because you put the weight of your sick ambition on their shoulders and whipped them to make them go faster. The fact that you can't see your mistake makes your failure all the more tragic. Perhaps I was mistaken. Cinders, you were really amazing. Yeah, not bad at all. Thanks. So what are you going to do now? Got any more surprises for the evening? If you do, then please warn us in advance, or someone may have a heart attack. Surprises? What do you expect me to do? I'll just head back home. I got what I wanted, right? Besides, these shoes are killing me. What are they even made of, blasted thing? It's the left one that almost cut my skin. See if I can send you flying over the wall, shall we? There, and stay there. I'll be going now. Take care, ladies. And there she went. Well, I'd say this has been an entertaining and very educational experience. What do you think, Gloria? Yes, I think I did learn something about myself. All of us, actually. Oh. Would you agree, Mother? A mistake. Looks like someone has been just hit with a revelation. Too bad it wasn't sooner. Good evening, Lady Carmosa. Ladies, I'm looking for Cinders. Do you know where I could find her? My lady. Cinders is not here, Captain. Could you tell us why you're looking for her? Royal orders. The prince would like to have a word with her. Cinders has just left, Captain. She seemed to be in a hurry, too, as if trying to get back home before midnight. Funny, since Mother's here and she wasn't supposed to be here at all. It isn't like she needs to make it before curfew or anything. If that lovely dress was as terrible as her shoes, maybe she just wanted to get back home and take it off as soon as possible. Her shoes? Yes, slippers. Very original design, too. She said they were awfully uncomfortable and then threw one over the wall. The other one is still here on the ground. Slippers. I feel like some of the conversations like that would be like, oh, if I want to come and get her for the prince, maybe? Because, like, the ending, the way I had it, like, that doesn't make any sense to it. It has nothing to do. I can't believe she did it. I would never suspect. Of course, because everyone's as dim-witted as you are and never does anything out of the ordinary or unexpected. Oh, yes, I'm sure you were able to foresee this precisely as it happened. And we're back to the beginning. Did you see it in tea leaves or read it in a children's book one afternoon while avoiding work and being useless as usual? I did entertain the thought that she might do something like this, if you must know. But believe what you want. I don't care. I, too, suspected she might do something unthinkable. She was so secretive and compliant at times. I suppose it could point to an inevitable explosion. I just didn't expect she had it in her. Gloria, please. Sometimes you sound like a cliché villain from a bad romance novel. Of course, if something's not twisted, weird, or shocking, you won't consider it honest. Not everyone is like you, Sophia. I know not everyone is. You're not, though you try hard to be like Mother, enacting the same role no matter the situation. Predictable, boring, stupid. But you're not Carmosa, remember? You do not lead, you mindlessly follow, and it shows. Shut up, you! Open up! Open up in the name of the prince! It's him! Why did he have to come? And in the middle of the night? Will the wonders never cease? I guess this night of change is not over yet, just as your ridiculous cliché impersonations. There's no time for this now, though I'm sure Mother will deal with you later. I'll go summon her. You do that. Open up, I won't repeat myself. Mother! Sophia, don't stand like that. Open the door, let this noisy man in. Yes, Mother. Ah, Captain, what brings you here at this time of the night? Spare me these false pleasantries. You know why I'm here. Where is she? Very well. Sophia, get Cinders here right away. Yes, Mother. Be quick about it, child. Captain, would you fancy some wine while we wait for my lazy stepdaughter? Don't push it. You know this is not a courtesy visit. I'm afraid a lot is going to change here tonight. I brought Cinders. Good evening, Captain. What a surprise to see you here. Yeah, meanwhile, she's smirking. They're all looking pissed off. She's all, yeah. He's all, like, kind of secretive, and she's all, ha ha ha, what a surprise. It shouldn't be. Were you present at the grand ball tonight? Now answer me honestly. Cinders. Yes, I was, Captain. Then I'm afraid I must arrest you. What? What for? Bloody, I can't believe it. But why? She did nothing wrong. Attendance without a proper formal invitation is a serious breach of security, and is considered as an action endangering the prince. Well, attendance without a genuine invitation. Cinders, how could you have done such a thing? But I haven't done anything to endanger the prince. Surely you must take that into consideration when you decide my case. I don't know what your reasons were, but that has come but that is to come out during questioning. Royal justice has never been known for its soft approach to traitors, my dear. Lady Carmosa, please refrain from commenting. I would like to make this as easy as possible for everyone. Very well. Girls, let this man do his duty. I wasn't saying anything, you old hag. But, Cinders, why did you do it? Breaking the law doesn't sound quite like you. I guess it's too late to wonder about that now, isn't it, Captain? I never could quite understand her. I never could quite understood her. Ah. And now she has simply crossed the line. If you must take her, take her. Know that this house respects the royal law. Cinders, I'm going to arrest you now. Don't do anything stupid. I'll escort you from here and make sure everything is as it should be. You'll be fine, I promise. You are very kind, Captain, but there is no need for that. She's accustomed to hard treatment, so she'll manage. And let us not forget, she did endanger the prince. Yes, I can see what one may or may not be accustomed to here. Would anyone else like to try to tell me how to do my job? Good. Cinders, are you ready? How can I be ready for my own arrest? But yes, do what you must. I get the feeling you might be the lucky one, Cinders, actually breaking free from all this family business. If the guard asks you whether you're ready to be arrested, I want to trade places with you. Sophia! Can we go now, Captain? In the name of the prince, I'm arresting you. Now follow me. Good night, ladies. Captain? What's going to happen to her? It was so rash of her to break the law. Gloria, you're officially a cliché idiot. Besides, wasn't all that unusual? You see, she's like, didn't that seem weird to you? What do you think, my dear Captain? Was I convincing enough? Ha, you were perfect, Cinders. That was quite a performance. That's good to hear. I was improvising. You caught me by surprise, you know. How about cueing me next time you plan to put my acting skills to a test? For a moment there, I was actually wondering whether you really had come to arrest me. There wasn't much time to come up with a better plan. I was improvising myself. However, seeing how well you coped, I'd say it was for the better. Not that it matters. I informed His Royal Highness about my decision to quit the service, and Carmosa shouldn't suspect anything at least for a while. I reckon it should give us enough of an advantage to get far away from here. We're on the run. I won't lie, I'm a bit nervous, are you? Yes, I am. But about a different thing altogether. Escaping is only the beginning. I'm wondering about how our life will look afterward. I know we talked about it, but it's different from actually standing here, looking at the road and wondering what lies ahead. It won't be easy, that's certain. But what really matters is that we're breaking free. From now on, we'll be able to actually decide about what we do with our lives. Maybe we'll find a quiet town to settle in, or maybe we'll become a pair of famous adventurers. No matter, the point is it's going to be something we actually want to do, instead of having others tell us what we should be doing, yes. And the best part about this new life is, even if it's bad, not really satisfying or fulfilling, at least it's something we chose ourselves. I, for one, can say my life so far hasn't been the best of all possible lives, and I know exactly whom I should thank for it. But the tricky thing about blaming others is that it doesn't really change anything save our own level of comfort. It's easy to say things are beyond our reach. The way you speak about freedom, Cinders, it makes me think it was actually worth it to abandon everything and go chasing after this dream of yours. My dear Captain, the way I see it, there's nothing else worth chasing after. So what will it be? A life of adventure and risk, or comfort and routine? Call me an old fool, but unlike some younger people I know, I'm not that swift to forget about the man I've been all my life. I haven't yet said farewell to him. I know I'll miss the palace, my service, my prince, even if it was all a facade for a lonely life. You won't be alone anymore. Yes, there's that. I meant to speak to you about it, about us. I like to know where I stand when it comes to our relationship. I can't blame you for asking, but the truth is, I've been wondering that myself. We simply don't know each other that well to decide, I think. What we do know, however, is that we share common goals and a certain disregard for those who break the rules important to us. Well said. You did manage to understand me better than I understood myself. Who knew we could have so much in common? Hi, Jesus Christ, just because you're older than her. It's not like you're 80 and she's like, or you're 800 and she was just born yesterday. I mean, good Lord. So whatever the future may bring, whatever happens to us, let's leave it in the future's domain. Exactly. What's important is that as long as we're together, we can protect and support each other. And about that you are right, my friend. Say, aren't you curious what's behind that curve? I'm dying to find out. Let's go. Yay! Oh, we're not done yet. A few hours earlier. It's you. What do you want? Charming as usual, love. Never been on the social niceties. Guess I can't blame. What do you want? Me? Oh, you know me. I want nothing. I've everything I need, except for information about that pet project of yours, maybe. Listen to me, old man. I have no time to play your games. Ask me and be gone. The girl, love. The little bird who wanted to fly free from her cage. Her? She's none of your business. I'd advise you to stay away from her. None of my business, even after all that small, if not crucial part I played in her personal drama? Even you must admit that I was bloody good supporting actor, eh? That's supporting, and yes, you had your part in all of this. All right, it doesn't really matter now anyway. If you must know, all is going well. I'll keep the word I gave to Cinder's mother and help her achieve the goal she chose for herself. Will you, love? That's a tad unlike the Geet I remember, bending this gal's path according to your own whim, playing her like she was your doll. Weren't you always the one with the mouth full of those nice words like independence? Not so big on practicing what you preach, though. Oh well, methinks it must be difficult to let people make up their own mind when there's so little time, and you were in a hurry to run as usual, eh, Gade? I can see what you're trying to do here, and it isn't working. I helped the girl with making her own decision. It's hers, and as will be the consequences. Ha! Some achievement that is. The girl's born pretty as a picture, smart as a demon, and protected by friends her mother made and bound by a dying wish. Now that's a mighty fine start for being independent and making one's own decisions. Bitterness takes the better of you, old man. That it does, madam, that it does. Guess freedom ain't what it used to be, eh, love? Cinders broke from her stepmother's clutches and paved a new path for herself. Now she truly is free to do whatever she wishes with the rest of her life. In my book, that's success, love. Nah, you don't really believe she can keep up that stout pose for long now, do you? We both know what will happen when all her crutches leave her. No Combosa to blame and no mysterious friend to look up to. The bird will get swept in the wind. But you fulfilled the promise given to her mother, so your conscience free. Begone, snake. I've had enough of your chatter. Oh, careful now, love. You don't make the same impression when your voice all shaky. I must have hit a soft spot under this pretty armor, eh? I need to pack. I'll be leaving soon. Now let me be. Yes, run. Show us a strong and independent spirit you really are. You'll run out of cities one day. I'm not really sure what the point of that was, but... Finding happiness and freedom in her own birthplace was not meant to be for Cinders. Sick of her life and her stepmother's games, she decided that the only way to find peace is to escape the town and start her life over. Though her travels don't spare her hardships, she finds the sense of her newly found freedom invigorating and is ready to take whatever life throws at her. At least she's not alone. Captain Perry decided to leave his old life of duty and take his chance by escaping with a curious girl he hardly knows. They become a pair of adventurers, living a short but intensive life that will be lauded in tales and songs for years to come. She thinks of her old family sometimes, but receives no news about their circumstances. She can't help but wonder what happened to Lady Carmosa and her daughters. These moments of nostalgia quickly pass, though, when she realizes that she lives a new life now, one that would be impossible if she decided to stay. What do you want to do? We're going to quit to menu. And we don't get anything new because we had all this stuff, because this is what we already... So, the time traveler, 33... Yeah, so we basically... This is the exact same thing. But we got... It doesn't tell us what they are. But we got the shoe and that dress and this, so, like... I don't know where the flower... Maybe it's the flower here, but, like, so the dress kind of got all lit up and that, like, in the menu. Which, unfortunately, you saw, like, when we came back in to play these last couple of parts, because, you know... I had to re-record them. Lovely. So hopefully these are good, because I made the mistake of, you know, saving. So, yeah, hopefully that part 11 or whatever worked out fine, but anyway. So, yeah, wow, that was 3 parts that I lost. That's depressing. But anyway. So, yeah, that was the same outcome, so that's perfect. We've managed. Woo! All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had fun, even though I had to do the last couple parts over again. And after this post, we will have a new visual novel. The same developers, the same style. They have another one out, so I will be playing that one. Like I said, I already started it, so I'll be posting it after this one posts. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed Cinders, and I hope you look forward to the next visual novel to come. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.